Lauren Keke Palmer is an American actress, singer, songwriter, and television personality. Palmer was born in Harvey, Illinois.
So I grew up in Robbins, which is a very small town. Not a lot there. You know, they don't even have like no hospitals or nothing. Like, they just got, you know, a couple of gas stations within the last, 6 years or so. Because growing up, we didn't even have that. So, I mean, it's very like Midwest is just very, I feel like what you think about when you think about like everyday people. So it's very grounded, you know, people are real humble, approachable. I love being from
Keke Palmer began performing at an early age while in audiences at her local church. She earned her first taste of national exposure with a very small role in Barbershop 2 Back in Business in 2004. Later, she starred in Aquila and the Beat in 2006. The soundtrack of Aquila and the Beat also featured Palmer's first recording, All My Girls. The song led to Atlantic Records bringing Keke Palmer into the studio for more recording time. The singer's first album, So Cool, a mix of R&B tracks, were released in 2007. Her early years of success did cause her to have some anxiety and depression because she said she felt alone, and she also felt her peers felt different about her.
When I was about 12, that's when I first realized, I talk about this in the book as well, I realized that there started to be a differentiation between me and my peers, which was that they felt like I was to be put on a pedestal. And it really hurt my feelings because one of the greatest things I love was being able to share and be one with the people. Like, I love that, talking and conversing and just being normal. And so when I started to realize they started to put me in this fame box, that caused me a lot of hard years of depression and negative feelings because I didn't know how to separate myself from their perception of who I was. I didn't know how to stop them from thinking I was different from them.
With her doing music, Palmer continued to maintain a full-time acting schedule. In 2007, she co-starred with Samuel L. Jackson in The Cleaner, and a year later, she was headlined in The Longest Yard. In 2008, Palmer was cast as the star of True Jackson VP, a Nickelodeon program about a 15-year-old girl who becomes vice president of a billion-dollar fashion company. She was known for some major roles, but throughout her experience in Hollywood, she did talk about the colorism and other issues she faced. Palmer did an interview with Essence, and this is what she said. Hollywood highlighted some barriers when it comes to colorism. Growing up, I didn't see many people of my complexion at the forefront or being shown as beautiful. I only saw one representation of beauty, and that was a black person with a lighter complexion. I had all these questions as I got older. I realized there was a huge disconnect as far as corporate views of what beautiful is, and it was very odd, traditional, and based off of one kind of person's perspective. This is why little girls like me growing up wasn't beautiful to other people. This is a different time, and we are able to show that this is what the world looks like today. Still, there are magazines that won't put me on their cover. I think one of the things that kept Palmer grounded throughout her career was the fact that her parents were involved, and her mother told her that this is just something that you're going to go through within life and within the industry.
I mean, I think the mind frame of knowing that other people may perceive you differently, or there may be certain connotations that come with that. The awareness of that is good to know, but you shouldn't let it affect you. I mean, I remember coming to California when I was 10, and casting director, literally a black casting director, even said, okay, just another talented black girl that can sing and dance. Wow. You know, what's important about that? But my mom told me those things because she wanted me to understand and have that awareness that, yes, people may say that. These may be the things that they do, but that doesn't affect you. Their perception of you doesn't have to be your perception of yourself. So despite, the things that Hollywood may or may not give to me or to someone else, I don't let that affect me. I create my own lane, my own vehicle for what I want to do and to send the message that I want to send. My parents really, I feel, did a good job when I was younger keeping me away from too much of the Hollywood lifestyle. Right. So that really helped me remain grounded and have some sense of normalcy. And then as I got older, of course, you go out on your own and you experience things for yourself. Yeah. And so I really kind of understood why they protected me so much as a kid. So over time, definitely my perception what people think about me has changed and has grown from my different projects. Right. Whatever you think about being a celebrity. But in my mind, I'm still that regular girl. And I think that's, at the the end of the day why people do also connect to me.
Palmer's been open enough to talk about the struggles and the same issues of self-esteem that is not uncommon to young black women. When she was on set for Crazy Sexy Cool, a VH1 movie, she was talking about how when she was 5 years old, she used to pray to have light skin because she always would hear how pretty little light-skinned girls were. She said it wasn't until she was 13 that she really started to appreciate her skin color and notice how beautiful she was. And as she got older, she still had to clap back at individuals, especially Kodak Black, after he made a statement on her looks.
Keke Palmer, she's great. I bag her, but you know what I'm saying? I don't really like black girls like that. Some sort of kind.
She even called out Trey Songz for sexual intimidation as well after she refused to be recorded in his music video, and he still recorded her. Even the lyrics in the song had her name in it. It said, "Now she's saying that she need me. I'll palm her like Keke, like Keke, like Keke."
You guys, I'm honestly so upset and so livid that Trey Songz put me in his artist's video because I told him I didn't want to be in that. Literally, I had so much fun New Year's, my trip to Miami. And then the last day, I went to his house because they was having a party. And I've known Trey since I was 12 and kept in touch with him consistently. But I've known him, he's seen me throughout my life. We were signed to the same label under the same production manager when I was a kid. So it's always been love whenever I seen him. I knew he was in Miami. He was doing a party. Cool. I'm going to come through. Me and my friends came through. It was a good time. They start playing a song that I happen to be in. They start saying like they want me to be in here. One person asks me. I say no. Another person asks me. I'm like, no. People keep asking me. Now, mind you, they've been giving food. They've been giving drinks. And I'm just starting to feel like, yo, I'm being like cornered. Like, and I'm not in a professional situation. Like, I came here for a party, but I'm being pressured to do business, and I'm not in the right mind. I'm under the influence, and I don't feel like it's fair that I'm having to deal with this right now. Really, I keep getting asked and asked and asked and asked and pressured and put in a situation like, you know, like how you would feel as a young girl. Feel like because I didn't go to high school and college, it was like my first experience of a dude being like, come on. Like, just do this, just do that, just do that. Like, that's the kind of feeling. Literally, I got so overwhelmed with what to do, didn't know what to do because my Uber wasn't gonna get there quick enough time. So I was like, what do I do in this meantime? It sounds comic, y'all. I hid in the closet. I was so afraid, like I didn't know what to do. I really don't like conflict, and I didn't want to. Like it was just too much. I started to feel overwhelmed. There was like a lot of people constantly saying something. Mind you, my homegirl was so drunk that when they came in, Trey and his assistant, whatever, they came in trying to find my homegirl, pointed to the closet, saying something. She in the bathroom. They're like, she not in the bathroom. The bathroom door is open. Like, and she kept pointing to the closet because the closet, y'all, the fact that I fit in there was nuts. Literally, he starts laughing once he opens up the closet and sees I'm in there and sees how nervous I was. He was like, yo, he was like, you don't have to be in the video. He was like, Dad. He's like, yo, Keke, if you don't want to be in a pop-up video shoot and you want to say that, that's fine. And it's all good. Like, it's good, sis. Flash forward. I'm in the fucking video. How am I in the video? Then I'm thinking back, oh, I'm in the video because when I was getting pressured, they had set me down. He had set me down on the couch like, this is the idea I have, da da da. But I had no idea that they was filming. He's sitting here telling me that's what he's showing me, that they might. And I'm just like, I would never want to say nothing like this public. And I never would want to be like, yo, blah, 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 blah. But honestly, I would be doing a disservice, not only to myself, but to the people that support and follow me if I didn't be like, yo, call this shit just not cool. Especially because I'm not the only person this type of stuff happens to. Maybe it's not happening to you with Trey Songz or whoever, but it's happening with you in some situation, you know? And I don't wish to call somebody out, but like, yo, that's not cool. And like for me to look and see the video and to feel that disrespect, like, then you're wrong. You're wrong for saying something. You're wrong for calling something out. Like, no, just respect me and we're all good. When I say no, let that be that and let's move forward. I just don't appreciate the sexism and the misogyny that is constantly encouraged and accepted. And when it happens and it's done, people want to settle it in private. But the reality is it's not settled in private. The women are disrespected publicly, and then we're supposed to be quiet and accept it. I just can't no more. I just felt like that was a situation that, people was trying to take advantage of me. And then to see that they think they're going to get away with it, no. And it sucks because you don't want that to happen with people that you admire, you love, and you support. You want them to protect you. You don't want them to try to take advantage of you. And I think that's why I feel mostly disappointed, is because I want to be able to be like, yo, I support my brother like that, but I can't when you don't support me. And what's even worse is when you see the females that feel as if, let it happen to you. Let it happen to you. The fact that even other females don't want to support each other in speaking up when they feel as if they've been taken advantage of or disrespected is gross. And I'm really not even saying the half of it.
Trey Songz denied this. At that time, he said that basically she was bugging. She knew that she was being recorded. She is not scared to voice her opinion. She even called out cultural appropriation, especially when it came to black women and how our hairstyles are presented as ghetto and unprofessional. However, when other celebrities wear them, they're considered trendsetters. They feel like it's a situation where black people don't want nobody wearing braids, don't want nobody wearing kinky, curly, whatever. It's not really about that. It's when people get appreciated, congratulated, or credited for things that are not their culture. Facts are facts. A black girl such as myself couldn't go to school without being clowned about her hair sitting on the top of her head. When my hair was too crunchy and too hard and my crown was too high, I was teased and called disheveled. There was a time when women could not get jobs or go into a workplace without having their hair straightened. It's not you wearing the braids to get the job, wearing the locks to get the job. You're doing it for kicks. That doesn't bother me. Don't be disrespectful to the culture that it came from. She doesn't hold her tongue when it comes to black women and how we've been treated and portrayed in the media.
When we was kids, everybody liked to love my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to try to ever tear nobody down, try to tear no black man down. That's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I stand for. That's not what I'm about. So if I say something, I'm saying something for a reason. And I feel like so many times black women say stuff and nobody gives a shit. Excuse my language. Nobody gives a fuck when sometimes black women say something. But somebody of another complexion, somebody of another color, they say something. And then it's like, we're taking it to court. It's time to get serious. Hashtag me too. No, it's not cool. It's not cool because that's not how it should be. I think people have such a perception of a black woman being so strong that we're just supposed to take anything thrown at us. And then when we don't, we're weak. Well, no, I'm supposed to get beat down by everybody that comes near me? No, I'll be that bee. I'll be that bitch. If that means I have to stand for me and I have to show other young women that you should not let people take advantage of you, no matter who they are. I don't care if it was a goddamn...
Since the beginning of time, Keke always wanted to be a celebrity that was approachable. She always wanted people to understand that she is just like them. No matter what she's faced, no matter what she goes through, she never gives up. As of today, she's back on TV daily as a co-host, as well as working for her nonprofit organizations. Continues to be an advocate for black women and the community she served in.